And we are back. Gonna enjoy a nice box of some vegan donuts from our friends at Donut Farm. Looks like the kids have already gotten to some. Got some glazed, salted caramel, chocolate, Boston cream, apple fritter, and raspberry filled. Let's do this. Hey everyone.
Hi.
It's been a while since we made a video.
I know.
What are you drinking?
Coffee. Cheers.
We're gonna have some donuts, so I figured I'd have a little protein shake.
I have something to drink.
It's not very sweet though. All right, Donut Farm, Oakland, California. I think definitely our best vegan options in the Bay Area. A lot of good stuff. What do you want to start with?
No, they all look so good. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day.
This is the best way to break your fast. I'm gonna start with a glazed.
Do it. So good. I'm actually gonna cut these because they're really big.
That is the glazed raised. It took us all morning to get to this point.
Ariana tried this one and she didn't like it.
The apple fritter? Yeah, well, I was there and I said, can I get the banana fritter? And they said they don't carry it anymore. They switched to the apple fritter, but they're like, it's really good. What do you think?
Oh, it's good. I like it.
Personally, I remember the banana fritter being really good.
What's this one?
That's raspberry filled. I don't know if you like that one as much.
Let's see.
I think the raspberry filled is one of the best because the raspberry
No, I do
preserve
like that
inside.
one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
the raspberry
it's not like
preserves
the
are
like
good.
fake kind of jelly stuff. Yeah, the taste is nice.
And you can tell they've been out for a couple hours because they're not like, they're a little like moist. And like, they're still very good. But one day I'm just gonna do this straight from the store.
More fresh.
Yeah.
This one's good.
It is a nice day. Summer's around the corner. Backyard is ready to go. I filmed this in 4K. Does it make a difference?
More clear.
We'll find out. Okay.
It's a fly.
I feel like the apple fritter won't be my favorite, so I'll start with that. Or next with that. Oh, you can see the apples though. It's kind of hard to tell. They're in there. Oh, it's actually good. It tastes like they took a cinnamon roll, like a donut cinnamon roll, and they stuffed apples in it. Not like a Cinnabon cinnamon roll. So you can see there's a little bit of apple brownness. Well, it's hard to see, but it's kind of in there. I really want to do like vegan taste food test. Like that guy from Hot for Food. He's a comedian. He always says these things that I think you only know if you kind of listen to obscure music or watch movies back in the day. He'll always say, like he'll take a donut or food. He'll say, like, taste it, here you go. And I remember.
What is that?
I don't know if that was, I can't remember what movie, but I remember that line. That's the Boston cream. It's very good.
I don't know how good that's gonna look over video.
It's very juicy.
It's like jiggling on the outside.
It is jiggling. You eat this and you add jiggles, but they're so good.
That's so good. Can't have it without a coffee.
Yeah, that's true. This one is so good. The Boston cream. This is probably my favorite. Or up there.
Is that the same as this one?
Yeah. I think Ariana took half.
Oh, good. Oh, she.
So I got the other half.
Let's try this. Good.
So, there's something on the internet called Mukbang,
It's mukbang.
where people film themselves eating.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So that's what this is.
I don't really
And
understand the obsession over it, but
I mean, the
happy to
talking
join.
is usually not that interesting. It's the food. But I like it when they can give feedback on the food, because then it's like, okay, it's worth going. So it's easier to record because there's less editing. But it's longer and it's kind of boring. So I'll probably try to hybrid this, so you have to listen to us talk the whole time. But yeah, if it's a Saturday or Sunday and you want donuts and you're vegan, check out Donut Farm in Oakland, California. And if you don't live in California or the NorCal, sucks for you. But you know what? You probably live in a city that has some really good options. Where are we gonna go this summer? What's a good city?
Well, we're thinking about taking a trip to Portland. First time.
Raspberry filled. That's like real raspberry.
Yeah.
You can tell it's because it's like the red raspberry, not like cherry red where it looks like artificial.
Can you see the seeds? It's always a good sign.
You can see the seeds. It smells like the stuff I would use on my peanut butter raspberry donut or sandwich. So you were saying we're gonna go, well, we're thinking about some places.
Portland,
Portland.
which we hear has a good food scene. New York, which obviously is a good food scene.
Good food scene, but good vegan options. So I can enjoy. But we'll find some. We should both have a list of places we want to go to.
No, I was gonna do that.
So I'm not like
look up all the
monopolizing the trip. Because I would.
Like you normally do.
But I think mostly the places I pick are good.
There's some like.
Unless there's like some real obscure places.
I think there was a place we went to in Paris, and like you and your brother spent like an hour trying to find a place to have lunch. We went to this crepe place, and it actually wasn't that good.
Or was that Joe Robichaud?
No, it was like some random. We got these
Okay.
like buckwheat crepes, and I mean they were okay, but
I mean, Paris doesn't have a lot of options for vegans. They say they do,
but apparently it does. I don't know.
I was watching another video. I find I watch more YouTube than anything else. And there's a few people I usually watch. Jeff Morgan's one from Guilt TV. Probably because I feel like he's like a dad that's like transitioned to being vegan. But he's in Israel, it sounds like. And apparently,
Oh my God.
That's gonna fall. Let's take a pause.
Oh my god.
Maybe it might not. We have an umbrella that's blocking the sun. And it looks like it's gonna fall.
I feel like when it's up like that, when it's windy, it's not a good idea.
I'll fix it. Should I fix it? If I fix it, I have to stop eating.
It's mean.
It's tough. I haven't even wanted to take a break to drink. But I read that you shouldn't drink when you're eating. You should eat
really hungry, so
and then drink. That raspberry one is really good.
no.
But it's one of those ones where I think if I had the whole thing,
It's too much.
I couldn't have more than that. But I think I could have had the whole thing. I'm just saying. But I only got one. These are part of the...
No, I didn't eat the other. I didn't eat the half.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
ate part of it. It was too much.
But remember when we went to Hawaii and I wasn't vegan? I felt like I picked a lot of good restaurants there.
Yeah, you did. But that's because there were more options.
Yeah. I mean, really, a lot of this comes down to what you can find on Yelp. I'm going to pause.
Is that ripped?
No, it's not ripped. It's just not hooked in anymore. I don't know. Maybe these things you buy from Costco only last like 3 years, and then you got to replace.
Because look at that corner, and then look at that one.
No, it's got to plug into it. Again, we're talking about this umbrella behind you that you don't see. This is just your traditional donut, but instead of glaze, they put chocolate on it.
Filling.
The chocolate's really good. I can't remember what they use. I don't even know if they told me.
It's definitely a lighter.
It's like
not as dark.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like a milk chocolate. Wow. It's so good. One more. The thing about this is sometimes it's nicer to eat this versus the Boston cream because the cream adds like 10 times more sugar. So if you're not like really into having something super sweet, but you like chocolate, this is one of the better ones. I don't know if you want it.
Have a bite.
You're looking at it as like you want it.
I know, I want to have a bite.
I'm gonna go back to the apple. This is like half of the big fritter.
Yeah, it's not overly sweet.
So yeah, anyways, I was talking about Jeff Morgan because I think they moved back to Israel, and he said that Israel has the most vegans per capita than anywhere in the world.
Israel?
Tel Aviv.
More than Portland?
I think, yeah, more than anyone. Maybe not the most places to eat, but just the most vegan people.
Oh, interesting. I would totally go to Tel Aviv. But then I feel like
generally that
you
food
seemed like it was just not as like maybe international options or.
Well, I feel like it's going to be a lot of what I have eaten a lot of, which is like, you know, falafels and Mediterranean. So it's like, yeah, all that stuff usually default is vegan. Garbanzos, hummus, falafels, pitas. I think I just want a lot of like, I just want a lot of diversity. And so
and like
I wasn't worried that if we went to some place like that, it would just be a lot of repetition. But who knows? Maybe they have like really amazing vegan donut shops and vegan ice cream and vegan Asian food. I love Asian food. Mexican food I love.
Plus we had to factor in somebody watching 3 kids.
Yeah. 3 kids is no joke.
No.
I like this apple fritter. I think
I basically had to beg
borrow,
our middle daughter to watch TV this morning.
Well, we had to get the youngest in bed, so she's taking a nap. The oldest is in a class via Zoom. And the middle was just stranded. So, when in doubt, throw something on Netflix. YouTube. They have a fascination. Kids have these fascinations of watching other kids unbox toys and eat them. Just like adults have a fascination.
Not eat them, play with them.
Yeah, unbox toys and play with them. Just like adults have a fascination of watching others
I don't understand
eat food.
I don't understand either of them, but
yeah, but you could argue it's the same like watching people play sports. If you like the sport, just play the sport.
No. I don't think it's the same.
I think it's exactly the same. When I was playing video games as a kid, you'd have fun watching people play video games because you like watching.
I know, but
video
there was
games.
like a competition. There's someone who wins. There's someone who loses.
Oh, I'm winning right now. I'm winning.
This is so different. I'm just eating. Boring.
Oh.
I like hear people chew and like talk with food in their mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know. He makes.
This
me
is
want
definitely not the most etiquette, but I mean, for the most part, I usually watch people who are teaching us how to make food. But then there's that guy, Eric the Electric, who eats a ton of food, and he always goes to these junk food places, and he eats a ton of sweets. I just don't understand, like, what does the dentist say? Does he have cavities? I would be worried about that. I mean, I'm not too worried about the getting out of shape, because this is the salted caramel. They don't have maple, so this is kind of like my maple replacement.
I kind of wish they did, though, because I feel like it'd be really
I think they would. Well, you know what they do? They sell these other donuts that you get in places like Phil's Coffee, which are those like round balls that are cakey. That they have a maple of that, but I just think yeast donuts taste better. Salted caramel.
So cool.
Oh,
Whew.
this one is out of this world.
Good.
Wow.
That was yummy. Thanks for getting these. I feel like
We've been good.
really good.
But as I'm saying, look,
So this is definitely our moment to indulge.
having these donuts, but I think I bought 9 donuts.
I don't even want to know.
Sean had 1, and then Ariana had half. So let's say we are going to eat 7, and I'm probably eating more, like 4 to 5. Assuming that these are like probably like 300 calories each.
Why are you even calculating it? That's
Because
not
I'm
the point.
explaining to people you don't have to worry too much about this food, because it's going to be maybe 1,600 calories. As long as you're getting enough water to move it through your system, and depending on your situation, if you're trying to stay in shape, just drink some protein so you can get enough protein for the day, and then you'll rebound really quickly. It's when you have it all the time. But what do they say, right? Everything in moderation. But if everything was done in moderation, I don't think you'll ever get anything done that's hard. That's my opinion. I think if you want to become excellent in something, it's not about moderation. I think it's about obsession.
But then at some point, then you go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good transition. David Hawkins wrote this book called Letting Go. By far my most favorite book of all time. And it talks a lot about, he says one thing which I think is great. You get what you want when you stop insisting on what you want. So you got to put it out there, you got to put the effort, but then you got to just surrender. You got to let it go. I feel like...
Kind of like how you really wanted these donuts.
I did. I really wanted it, so... But at the same time, I also wanted it last week. I wanted it last week. I didn't do it. I think once a month is fair. Have this once a month.
We don't even do this once a month.
No, I know, but I'm thinking about what
Except when Karin visits.
Karin, are you gonna watch this? Are you gonna make it to, I don't know what, minute 18? So good. So yeah, we want to travel to visit places to eat good vegan food, and then share what we've learned. I'm so thankful to all the people out there who share videos about their experiences. I learned so much about where to go, what to eat, what to try.
I like crumb right here.
I was watching someone who made a video, I think it's like Passport Pages, on the top 10 all-inclusive resorts in America. I think all-inclusive resorts are the best thing for kids. As long as they're like in cool locations.
Yeah, that's clean.
But yeah, but what I thought was really interesting about this one is it wasn't just like the typical beach.
You mean the one we went to?
Yeah, that one was nice too, but this one had...
Oh, which one are you talking about?
Well, no, the one that we went to was nice. But this is just in the U.S. That one is outside the U.S.
This is where we got this cup. We went to Palmea. Awesome.
Shout out.
So good.
They know what they're doing. But that one's a really special place because it's not just all-inclusive, it's all-inclusive and vegan.
It was so good.
So that's something that you don't find really anywhere in the world. Are you gonna eat that? She always saves me these little donut holes.
Poison.
I love it. But this one I was watching last night had places like in Michigan and Connecticut and Colorado. I mean, there are a lot more nature, horseback riding, hiking, there's lakes. So it's a lot of fun activities for the kids. Some of them are kind of more adult only. There's this one in Arizona, not in Sedona, but like Tucson, and it's very, wellness, 200 different types of spiritual yoga.
Which one is that?
I can't remember, it starts with an M. Marival?
Oh, okay.
I think it's really famous. But long story short, I feel like it's a great place to take kids because, you get everything covered in terms of food. And then usually there's this one in Florida called Sandpiper. It's a Club Med. And it's not too expensive. I think they said it's like $250 a night. But it's huge and it's got tons of kids activities and people kind of setting up various organized events for them, as well as a lot of stuff for the parents. So I don't know, those are some things that I think would be fun to do versus having to just go to a city and drag them all around. Maybe that's part of traveling and vacationing with kids, is suffering. You can't have the sweet without the sour. What movie is that from? Do you know?
Me? No.
You can't have the sweet without the sour. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise? Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. Mission Impossible?
Mm-hmm. I don't think he said it.
I don't know.
The first word is a flavor. The second word is sky.
Oh, orange sky? Vanilla sky?
Vanilla sky. You can't have the sweet without the sour. Or the sweet is never a sweet without the sour.
That movie. Like, what was that movie?
I thought it was about maybe cloning or something to do with changing your memories. I think it was like Total Recall. Tom Cruise has the best movies. Not in terms of like his abilities, but he always plays cool characters. Race car driver, spy. Vanilla Sky, I think he's like some, uber wealthy magazine owner or producer. He was in Tropic of Thunder.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
He plays like the
Tropic
villain
of Thunder. I think it's just Tropic Thunder.
You're right, Tropic Thunder. I think Tropic of Thunder is a suntan. Is that?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, Tropicana. They make orange juice. Okay. Last bite, best bite. That's another YouTuber. That Jesse James guy.
Oh.
The one where he has good videos about some ideas around strategies to losing weight, but he makes them, they're really long videos and they're kind of for a younger crowd. But, you pick up different tips and tricks from everyone, young, old.
Oh my God.
Gotta appreciate.
I have to walk away from this box.
Salted caramel. That's how I'm gonna finish. What do you finish on? We're talking about donuts.
Okay. You gotta be done. I'm done.
Okay.
Messy hands. Oh, I've been licking my fingers.
Thanks for participating in this with me.
You're welcome. I wasn't prepared, but
Sometimes the best things in life happen when you're least prepared. I don't know. Did I just make that up?
I'm just enjoying this peace right now. It's quiet. There's
no kids making noises.
no noise. So that's really it.
It's peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Thanks for watching. Signing off. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.